Good evening and welcome to Wauwatosa West High School for boys basketball tonight here on Zaleski Sports. Big matchup here from Wauwatosa West as the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes come to town to face the Wauwatosa West Trojans. Matt Peck, Elijah Vinkslaughter here on Zaleski Sports. Big one in front of us, the defending state champions facing off against number 6 ranked Whitefish Bay, who's a well-improved team this year. So first we're going to get the starters from Whitefish Bay. One of 2 times we'll see the Blue Dukes this week. We'll see them again on Saturday against Slinger. So let's just call it the Whitefish Bay week while we're at it. So here are the starters. We got Mace Miskell, number 2. Number 3, Marcus Webb. Number 4, Jack Broderson, number 4. Number 5, Matthew Schoenfeld. And number 13, Colin Julian. As your starting lineup here for Whitefish Bay. As they complete right here. And now Wauwatosa West set to get introduced with the lights off. You always love those intros with the lights off. Whitefish Bay, head coach by Ryan Feit. So now the starting lineup for the home Trojans, the defending Division II state champions. We were in this gym a couple weeks ago where they fell to Brookfield East. We're back here for another big matchup the Trojans will host. So the starting lineup for the Wauwatosa West Trojans is going to be Max Gogan, DJ Hennings, number 4, number 21, Matthew Klosky, number 22, Messiah Chambers, number 24, Jalen Brown. Let's get the conference standings up here while we're at it. Took me in a different... So we look at the conference first with the Greater Metro, Wauwatosa West. A half game out of first place behind Brookfield East at 7-3. Brookfield East 7-2. We look on the other end for the Blue Dukes. We can get it up correctly here. Blue Dukes tied for 7-1 in first place in the conference with Slinger. We will have that game on Saturday. So Whitefish Bay's got something to take care of tonight first, but we'll have that game on Saturday for first place in the North Shore Conference. Excited for that one here. But first of all, we got one here from Wauwatosa West High School. So head to the middle will be Kolosky.
And one of the key things for Tosa West, assistant coach Ryan Ellerbush tells us that Kason Mangum is out tonight with illness. And Bear Collins, a freshman phenom, is out with a small ankle tear. They hope to get him back. Second or final last game of the regular season. They want him fresh for the playoffs. And he's made a big impact already as a freshman for that team. So 2 big misses for Tosa West tonight on the inactives list.
Klosky wins. Schoenfeld versus Klosky to start us off here. So now for the top of the key, Wauwatosa West will control here to begin this game. Big game, like I mentioned, number 6 in Division II versus unranked Wauwatosa West, who were the champions last year. Lost more games to start the year, but still a pretty good, decent team. Well, there's a foul right away to start us off.
Yeah, we've had Wauwatosa West on twice already this year. They've lost by a combined margin of 3 to 4 points. They lost on the buzzer beater early on to Waterford, and then they lost in a late second false comeback against Brookfield East, their rival, one of their rivals.
Yeah. So Koloski makes the first free throw. First points of the night here from Wauwatosa West High School. He'll look to go 2 for 2 right here. Excited to see this Whitefish Bay team as well last year. We saw them one time last year against Brookfield Central at the Germantown Warhawk Invite. A loss for the Blue Dukes, but the Blue Dukes well improved this year. Last year weren't ranked. Actually, I think had a below 500 record last year, and we saw them now in the top 10 in Division 2. So, well improved team for Ryan Fight's squad over there at Whitefish Bay. So, be excited to see what they can put together here tonight.
And one of their most notable wins was a win against what was it? They won against Nicolay.
Yes.
And that was an unbelievable win for them. They lost by less than 10 against an Arrowhead team early on in the season. Their second game of the year was 81-73.
And they just,
Wait, what were you going to say?
They just beat a really good Beaver Dam team a couple weeks ago at the Warhawk Invite.
No, we're going to have that game on against Slinger, but the first time they met up at Slinger, they only lost by 1.
Ooh.
So really good competition, and another big win against Hartford. They beat Hartford, another team that's having a strong year. Oh, Beaver Dam as well.
Yes.
Maybe, yep, like you said.
Beaver Dam was a couple weeks ago. That was the most notable one that was talked about, showing that this Whitefish Bay Blue Duke squad can basically hang with anybody right now early on in Division 2.
So pretty much, yeah. I mean, they pretty much just show that they can hang around with the big dogs and could be state. I think this is a state contender this year. Both these teams, obviously Tosa West winning state last year.
Kloski underneath, gets it to go, and one. Matthew Kloski, all 3 points for Wauwatosa West early on. He'll look to complete a 3-point play here to start us off early on.
Really like the start so far for Tosa West, going to their star player, senior Matthew Kloski, the UW Green Bay commit. We've said many times they're going to need to rely on him to be the leader of this team if they want to beat a really good Whitefish Bay team.
So
that's had some big wins.
2-point play there. Yeah, Whitefish Bay, that last possession, played some pretty good defense. That's probably been one of their strong skills this year to start off this year with such a good season they're having. But we talked about tying the North Shore Conference race. That's why I might explain why Alex Levine, the Slinger head coach, is here. We saw him sitting here with his assistants. So he plays Whitefish Bay on Saturday, and in the same sectional, and Division 2 altogether. And that's a nice layup that time from number 3, Marcus Webb.
And Wauwatosa West also plays Slinger at the end of the month.
Nice pass over here. Here's a 3-point shot. And goes on top. Oh, almost went back in, but it would have been out of bounds.
It would have been a Harlem Globetrotter shot for Max Gogan, but he's the one taking place in that starting lineup for Logan Bear Collins, who's out once again with that small tear in his ankle.
Speaking of the Harlem Globetrotters, our very own Jason Zaleski back in Gulf Shores. He went and saw them last night in Alabama.
Even saw him make a layup for the opposing team in the layup line. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Here's a 3-point shot from the left wing. It's good! That looks to me that was number 13, Colin Julian. Sorry, I couldn't see his number here for a minute. That one's no good off the rim. So now 5-3 lead for Whitefish Bay early on here. About 3 minutes through the first half here. Love the defense both teams are playing early on here. Whitefish Bay finally got a couple baskets to go here early on. Now for the top of the key, the Blue Dukes. Look at driving. He'll pull from mid-range. No good. But a nice rebound underneath. Right back to the Blue Dukes here. Driving now. Nearly lost it. He will lose it. Back to the Trojans. Kloski will go fast in transition. Kloski will go up with it. And good. 5 for 5 for Kloski. 100% of the points tonight so far for Tosa West coming from Kloski.
And what has Kloski done on all his points? Attack to the paint, stay in the basket. He notices he's got some size on this Whitefish Bay team, and he's recognizing it early on.
Here's a 3-point shot in the corner. No good. Nice rebound underneath, though. Using the size. Back to the left wing. Deep 3. Why not? No good. So now Tosa West basketball back. Tied 5-5 here early on. Back to the left wing. Now inside. Tips out of bounds. Will stay with the Trojans. So Trojans basketball 5-5 here. Early on scoring coming from Marcus Webb and Colin Julian for Whitefish Bay. All 5 for Tosa West coming from Kloski.
Yeah, Colin Julian not afraid, averaging 19.5 points per game on the season. shooting it at about 38.5% from the field, and he's only a junior. So this is going to be a Whitefish Bay team that'll have some talent for a while, Peck.
That's for sure. And their JV team looked pretty strong tonight as well, too. We showed the end of that. That was an intense JV game. I feel like I've seen one like that in a while.
We're told the freshman game went into overtime as well, so a lot of fireworks in the early on games with the lower class.
Explains the night we're about to see tonight. So back outside. Now back to the top of the key from the left wing now. Back. Well, the Whitefish Bay we talked about early on, they're playing some pretty good defense. They're showing it again right here on this possession. Wauwatosa West looking for somebody open. They'll give it back, and now it's stolen. Nice forced turnover by the Blue Dukes.
Had a trap in the corner right there. Good defensive connection right there, being able to move around. It's not quite a zone they're running just yet on defense, but kind of like soft man's early zone defense, kind of what they're rolling with.
Julian was fouled on that one, so Marcus Webb set to inbound it. He'll give it in to Mace Miskell. Mace Miskell from the top of the key. Looking to go in. And nearly stolen that time. Both teams attacking early on. Here's a nice move to the rim. No good, just cannot fall that time. Tosa West will take it fast on the other end. Looks like they will not. Oh, they'll set their offense a little bit, but they'll try to go in transition. Here's a nice shot up with it. And that's DJ Hennings. Somebody finally different than Klosky scores for Tosa West. And they're going to need several different players to make a difference maker tonight. They're going to want to challenge this Blue Duke squad.
Yeah, MJ Klosky has been really fun to watch. He was wide open for a 3 too, but that's a good look for Hennings. If that's one of his signatures, the push shot floater he had on the other end.
So Webb with the basketball now back to the top of the key. Gives it over to Mace Miskell. Miskell looking to drive in. Miskell taking his defender. He'll pull up, and no good. Just rims out. Nice move, though, that time. So Tosa West will look to go fast on the other end. Now from the top of the key.
Ryan Fight kind of giving the refs. He was kind of saying a little something to the ref down there. Didn't agree with something on the other end.
Yeah. Here's a three-point shot. It's good.
Yeah, you can't let Max Gogan hit a 3 like that. He's a sharp shooter for this Tosa West team, Peck, right?
Yeah, 10-5 lead early on for Wauwatosa West. Huge shot that time from Gogan.
Max Gogan, one of the experienced veterans of this team, part of that state run.
Almost had the ball stolen, but goes up with it that time. That's number 3, Marcus Webb. He's up to 4 points on the night.
Look at this. You see these teams move the pace down the floor. That's another reason why we need a shot clock, because these teams are ready for it.
Yeah, these teams right here.
In the Milwaukee area especially.
These teams right here probably wouldn't have a problem with having a shot clock, that's for sure.
Like you see this ball movement right now, they are moving it around, trying to find a shot as quick as they can.
We'll look to drive in now, back outside.
Look at that.
Look at this ball movement. He'll take it in. Oh, what a block that time. Underneath. Huge block from the Blue Dukes. Still go fast in transition. Up when they gets it to go.
Look at this. We're going fast.
We're going fast the other end. Meanwhile, that was Colin Julian. Now,
Ryan Fight.
Now Jalen Brown.
Not happy with his defensive adjustment, being able to get down the floor. He's telling his guys, we got to get down faster.
Falling down. Bodies flying everywhere. Tosa West will go in transition. Nice move. Up to the rim. Gets it to go. That's Jalen Brown once again. He's on a 4-0 streak himself.
Yeah, Jalen Brown. He's another guy that can get hot. We were talking with the coaching staff of Wauwatosa West with Chris Newbar and Ryan Ellerbush. They were saying Jalen Brown can get he's going to get Big Ten offers, and he's showing it why he can early, getting the steals, a couple big layups, and him and Klosky are the big two of this team now.
So there'll be a foul here, shooting foul that will send Jack Broderson to the line here for 2 shots. But just what a transition series right there. We talk about back and forth right there. Both teams steal, turnovers we talk about. So Broderson's first free throw was good. His first point of the night too as well. 14-10 game in favor of the Trojans early on here.
Yeah, this Wauwatosa West team scores a lot of points in the season. You good?
Broderson's second free throw rims out. It'll be rebounded. So Tosa West will take it fast. They'll set their offense now. Whitefish Bay has been defending good on this end. Now we'll take a deep 3. Why not? No good off the front of the rim that time. by Jalen Brown. Whitefish Bay basketball back to the other end. Now back to the left wing. In the corner now. Webb gives it over to Miskell. Miskell with the basketball now. Miskell, nice pass, but it's stolen.
You got numbers.
Looked like he had a man there for a minute, but just got deflected. Up with it fast. Ball was pickpocketed away.
I would have tried to find Steven right there if I was Jalen Brown. He had him wide open for a layup, but Jalen Brown trusts himself, able to make a big move in the paint. Didn't go that time, though.
Yeah, so now from the top of the key. He'll look to drive in. That's Miskell. Miskell will go up with a nice move, but just can't fall. And it'll go back to Tosa West. Tosa West looks to go fast. Gogan in the corner. Now back to the right wing. Now back all the way to the corner. Jalen Brown. He'll drive in. Give it in, but it's stolen. Turnovers like crazy in this game early on here. Whitefish Bay will take advantage of the transition, and that's Colin Julian. Timeout. Whitefish Bay will head to a break here on Zaleski Sports. More basketball after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here on Zaleski Sports from Wauwatosa West High School. Matt Peck, Elijah Vinksalata here. 14-12 early on game here between Whitefish Bay and Wauwatosa West in favor of the Trojans early on here. It's kind of been back and forth. We've seen some turnovers be forced through the last couple minutes that have been costly for both teams.
It's funny. I think Tosa West, both teams have been playing well, but even Whitefish Bay, I think that timeout right there from Coach Fight is just to set their tone, right? I mean, every time someone turns the ball over, the team's already on the other end quickly, and it's just been one of the setters to be able to lead to fast break points for any of these teams.
Kloski underneath, 7 points on the night. He scores the last basket for Tosa West. Whitefish Bay look to go fast on their end. Here's a three-point shot. No good off the front of the rim, but quickly an offensive rebound. Possible another chance opportunity here for the Blue Dukes.
That was one of those right spot, right time rebounds, huh?
Yeah. So look to go in. Tosa West playing some security defense. That's what I like to call it. Gives it back outside. Here's a three-point shot. A chance to hit a big bang. No good.
Oh, look at that pass.
Look at that transition on the other end. And that's Matthew Kloski. 9 points early on. Gives Wauwatosa West the 6-point lead.
How many points does Brown have so far?
Jalen Brown has 4.
9 for Kloski.
Yep.
It's 13 of the 18 from their big two. Two guys they like to thrive on this team. So big college offer guys.
Yeah, that's for sure. Broderson now gives it over to Julian. Julian will pull up, and he's fouled. Couldn't quite tell there if he's going to pass inside or he was shooting. Looks like they'll give him a shooting foul. Yes, a shooting foul. So they'll send Colin Julian to the line. Early on has 7 points and is the leading scorer for the Blue Dukes. First free throw is good. So 18-13 game. Second free throw is good. So 2 for 2 that time from Colin Julian. Brings it back to a 4-point game.
Now it looks like Whitefish Bay is going to set up in a 2-3 zone now. If I'm Tosa West, I take advantage of that and try to get some looks at some threes now, because in that 2-3, you could easily find a look at a 3 if you're kicking it around a lot.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. So now from the top key, yeah, I've been impressed with Tosa West. Every time they benefit off a turnover, they're right down the court right away. That's kind of where Whitefish Bay's trailing by 4 right now because of some of those points off turnovers.
Well, you got Gogan in that corner.
Yep. Here's Gogan for 3. He got it. Max Gogan up to 6 on the night.
What'd I tell you?
Yeah, extends up to 7. Yeah, Max Gogan, he's one of those huge shooters for this Wauwatosa West team who you often don't want to leave open. Now from the top of the key to Colin Julian now. Guarded by Jalen Brown. Now back to Broderson. To Miskell now. Miskell for the top of the key. Miskell give it over to Broderson. He'll look to back down his defender.
Yeah,
looking for somebody open. Nice move, but Julian ends up kicking it. No kickball call, but goes out of bounds. Stays with Whitefish Bay. He should have just picked that one up.
Look at that, Caden Parker, a guy who we don't see often on this Tosa West team, showing a lot of hustle. And they're going to reward it right there, too. That was a good defensive possession for everybody all around, and especially Caden Parker, the senior forward.
So it looks like the ruling on the floor changed. So now from the top of the key, Tosa West goes. Up 7 here with 6.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. A nice move up to the rim, backs down his defender and gets it to go. That's Jalen Brown up to 6 on the night and a 9-point lead for this Trojan team.
And that's another thing that Tosa West is doing really well against the Whitefish Bay 2-3 zone. Their 2 stars in Klosky and Jalen Brown able to drive through and penetrate through the 2-3 zone. Usually when a team doesn't pay attention when you're driving in the paint on a 2-3 zone, they usually, here's how I'll explain it. Yes. 2 guys in the paint kind of come out to the corner usually when they pass it out there, and they were able to get through the 2-3 zone right there in the paint.
Jack Lodel with the basketball now. He'll give it in.
It's kind of hard to explain at first, but
we'll turn the camera around. You can explain it. We'll get Elijah FaceTime camera here. Let's go with the basketball. Defender falls down. He'll pull up, gets it to go. Nice mid-range jumper. That's his first 2 of the night.
That's just the basketball coach coming out of me a little bit right there. The rec basketball coach.
Exactly.
You're not allowed to run zone and rec basketball, unfortunately, but I still know, having helped coaching AAU teams in the past, how to break a zone defense. You got Gogan in the bottom corner again.
Gogan's been wide open a lot tonight. They've missed him a couple of times, but the couple of times that they've given the ball to him,
he's back in that corner again. See, they're not sprinting over to that corner. Usually they have a guy on that top corner to fall up to the top, and Gogan's going to get out there again. There it is.
Yep, oh, Gogan's made him pay a couple times that he's shot the ball and been wide open.
But then
nice
you got
move
Klosky.
Underneath. Klosky going up with it, gets it to go. Klosky up to 11 of the 25 for Tosa West.
If I'm Whitefish Bay, I mean, you got to move away from the zone right now because it's not working.
And move underneath and another steal.
On the other end, though, Tosa West doing a really great job breaking that zone, whether it's trying to get looks at threes or in the paint.
Here's a 3-point shot. It's good. Timeout, Whitefish Bay. Jalen Brown for 3. We'll take a timeout here on Zaleski Sports. 12-point game. More basketball after this.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Peck, Elijah Manxlotta here from Wauwatosa West High School. 28-16 lead for Wauwatosa West here. A lot of turnovers for Whitefish Bay early on. Elijah talked about they're struggling in zone defense right now. It's kind of made them pay early on, to be honest.
And that 2-3 defense, usually they kind of had like a bait guy. They had a guy trying to attack the paint. Usually when you do that, you can get a down screen from a guy like Max Gogan to get to the corner. And then Whitefish Bay will send a guy up to the top of the key if they're moving it to the right wing, which causes open looks all around.
Julian pulls up from mid-range, no good. Rebound underneath, who's going to end up touching it last? It's going to be back to Wauwatosa West.
All right, let's see what they come out with here. And it looks like they are still sticking in the zone. See, they got the 2 guys up top. They get the guy at the bottom left to come up and help the guy at the left wing. Now there you go.
Yeah, back over to the right wing now. Back inside, and it's stolen. Nope, almost. For a moment, it looked like it was going to be stolen, but went off the hands instead.
I feel like I'm talking like a coach right now watching the zone defense play out.
Jalen Brown underneath. He'll take it back out to the top of the key. Brown will drive in. He'll go up with it. Gets it to go. What a move.
See, that was essentially, you had got the two guys on the bottom, that left baseline and the left key kind of trying to help out in the paint. They triple team Jalen Brown in the 2-3 zone pack.
Yeah.
Guess what? Jalen Brown's a superstar. That doesn't even matter.
Exactly. So Miskell now with the basketball. Gives it over to Webb. Webb with the basket. He'll pull up for three. And good. Huge three-point needed for Whitefish Bay. Cuts the lead to 11.
Whitefish Bay, they got to start getting stopped sooner than later, but this Wauwatosa West team, they are cooking with gas with offense so far, so got to find some resolution on the zone defense. You got a guy in that corner again. Ooh, had him for a second, but Brown's going to slow it down. Going to get that down screen coming from right, or Roman Long, I should say, actually.
Brown now from the top of the key.
Here's to see how Whitefish Bay moves off of that those screens they got.
Now back over to Gogan.
Yeah, one thing that's for sure in zone defense, you got to communicate a lot.
Oh, yeah. Change guys, everything.
You switch rotation. See, look at this. They are moving all over the place, but still kind of, that's back to man now.
Finds a man for free. No good. Finds a free man for three.
I think that was the best. That was the best defensive possession I've seen all night from Whitefish Bay. Now let's see if they could try to get some buckets in offense.
Webb looks to go up. Gives it back out to Julian.
I think he might have got away with possibly a little carry right there, but
back to Webb now. Back over to Schoenfeld. Webb with the basketball. Webb has got a lot of touches tonight so far. He's been the main guy controlling out there, I would say, for Whitefish Bay early on tonight. Looking to drive in, gives it back. Webb will pull up from mid-range. No good off the end of the rim, but nice rebound underneath by Julian. He'll give it over to Lodel. Now back outside. Going up fast as Webb, and he's fouled. Oh, no, he's hurt. He hit his head hard on that floor. That's not good at all. That's unfortunate to see. As he came down, he took a fall for sure. Going up for that one, and we're going to obviously stay here, but just one of those falls you don't want to see, especially from a player that's so impactful to this Whitefish Bay squad.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a hard hit on the foul. Let me see if I can go back and try to.
And the problem is he hit his head, too. And he gets up just fine, which is really good to see.
Yeah, Klosky kind of knocked him down a little bit. Obviously not intentionally.
Yeah.
But I think worst case scenario, you got to get checked up for a concussion just in case.
Yeah, they will definitely pull him from the game. We'll just see what they do here on the sideline. We'll just see if they have him sit. But Wauwatosa West's trainer's coming over, so they're going to obviously look at him.
Got to check to see if he's seeing stars or anything.
Yeah, exactly, because he hit his head hard on that floor. But meanwhile, that will send Schoenfeld to the line.
I'm sure these trainers have a lot of that experience with the concussion test with football.
Yes, and then basketball, too, you once in a while do see players like we just saw fall and hit their head on the floor.
I feel like in baseball, you really only see that if you get hit in the helmet, which obviously you don't want to happen.
Or hitting the line drive as a pitcher in the head.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, because you don't have a helmet on.
That ball's coming at you at 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, especially in high school when you get some of these kids that can throw 90 miles per hour. You know, Whitefish Bay, when we talk about baseball, they know a lot about baseball. It's a really good baseball community over there. We had them on last year for baseball against Menominee Falls, but just won state a couple years ago in baseball too. So Whitefish Bay, really good girls basketball team this year as well. Underneath, nice move and fouled.
Was that Steve Wojcinski that used to be there for that state run? Now at Germantown still.
Whitefish Bay's girls team is playing at Pewaukee tonight, a big Division I, Division II game between two girls basketball programs over at Whitefish Bay.
Now, Whitefish Bay fans, one of the games we're trying to get after this week of the whole Whitefish Bay slate, we're going to try to get the girls team on against Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Two teams. I believe Whitefish Bay's only lost once. Kettle Moraine Lutheran's lost twice, or maybe vice versa. But that'll be a good girls game to get on before the playoffs, possibly, at Whitefish Bay.
And my mind completely dropped. Thursday, it's Oconomowoc at Oak Creek with Corey Sparks and Joey Endres.
And then Saturday, Corey Sparks will be on play-by-play with one of us doing producing for that game. And
Jalen
color
Brown
commentary.
goes 2 for 2 that time, so 32-21 lead.
We'll bring them up at halftime, talk more about them.
Yeah.
and the exciting news we got going on here down here in the Milwaukee area.
Miskell pulls up from mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Hennings. Wauwatosa West looking to go in transition on the other end. Oh, nice steal on the other end by Julian. Julian will take the tempo. Nice pass over. In transition, up with it fast is Mace Miskell.
I think he had an and one right there too, but the ref, coach is not letting him have it on Whitefish Bay.
And a foul going up with it, and he...
Right, I think he might have got a tech. Yeah.
He just got a tech, and he's upset because there was the same play on the other end, and he's going at it still. Here we go. We could see a double tech here potentially.
This is the most I've seen the head coach live it so far.
Yeah.
I mean, he's rightfully so. I mean, the defender on Tulsa West, I don't think he got his foot set right there, but
yeah, it's
and then I think he has even more right. Like, not saying the refs are right or anything, but on the other end, they gave the call to Tulsa West, right?
Yeah,
so,
rightfully so. We probably could have seen 2 and 1s.
I don't think
back-to-back plays.
I don't think they're giving Coach Fight a tech though.
No, they're not. So we were wrong about the tech. No tech for Coach Fight.
We've never seen a coach get tossed before, right? So we've seen coaches in the game get a tech before, right?
Yes, we have. Jalen Brown misses the first free throw.
Fans are saying ball don't lie.
He just touched the ref.
Yeah, this is the most I've seen Coach Fight livid, though, in my time seeing him, though. Oh, man.
It's 0 for 2 that time for Brown. This could be a momentum changer for Whitefish Bay going into half.
Coach Fight's telling his guys literally go fight now for his team.
Miskell now from the right wing.
They know how much this game means for both of these teams.
Absolutely. Miskell going to drive in. Gives it a nice pass underneath it, blocked, and a foul.
I mean, Fight would have been going crazy if that,
Yeah,
I think he had a hand on that one that time.
Yeah, that time there had probably been a foul there. Especially probably because since there wasn't one last time, so Schoenfeld will go to the line here.
Yeah, he got that right hand on that left arm as he was going up. See, they could take advantage of some free throws here.
First free throw is no good. Just rims out.
You know, you ask for foul calls, but free throws obviously aren't a given. They always say the age-old thing in basketball, you got to earn your free throws. Like when they put Giannis at the free throw line, I'm not saying like he's the best player on the Bucks in franchise history, but
second free throw is good from Schoenfeld.
Got to earn your points when teams follow you.
Now for the top of the key.
That credit to Whitefish Bay, though, they're hanging in there.
8-point lead for Tulsa West here. 45 seconds before the half.
Sticking with that zone, though. They're sending 2 guys to the wing, and there you go, Messiah Chambers. I think that's a good thing in that zone. You get a guy in the bottom corner to shift back and forth to see if they could get a look. And I think if Hennings or if Messiah Chambers cuts through the lane right now and goes down screen to that top baseline,
and they're holding the
get
ball.
An open look. But yeah, I think they're going for the last shot here. And this is the part where no shot clock comes to the factor again, Peck.
Yeah, we had a big video made on the network about the Kaukauna Appleton North game last
viral
week.
Too.
Oh, that was for 2 minutes. This is not nearly as long as that. And a timeout called by Chris Neubauer here with 8 seconds remaining here before the half.
We'll
stay here since we got a lot of ads to run at halftime. So 8-point game here with 8 seconds left before the half, before the break, whatever you want to call it. But Whitefish Bay, like you talked about, hanging in there after making a couple key mistakes in this game early on, but able to hang in there and playing some good basketball. Wauwatosa West, probably the best we've seen them yet this year. We saw them against Waterford, obviously fell in a heartbreaking buzzer beater, and then a couple weeks ago against Brookfield East, down by 15 and came back and almost won the game.
Yeah, Jalen Brown had a prayer shot from about that mid-court line that could have won them the game. One of the key games on our upcoming schedule. We won't, Tulsa West fans, this won't be our last time here in this gymnasium. We'll be back for the senior game. Obviously, we talked about head coach Alex Levine in attendance with his coaching staff, kind of scouting both teams, especially Whitefish Bay, for sectional purposes.
And he's got Whitefish Bay on Saturday for first in the conference right now. Here's a three-point shot from Brown. No good. Rebound underneath and a foul. And it's going to definitely be It's going to be a foul on, obviously, Wauwatosa West, but
it'll be a one-on-one since
there's
7 personal foul.
So that's a huge foul right there because that gives Whitefish Bay a chance to get some points back here before half.
Will we see another 3/4 of the court buzzer beater, though, from Tulsa West? Remember, we saw that Max McMullen Ron J. Horton Jr. hit a 3/4 court buzzer beater from the other free throw line like it was nothing.
Schoenfeld at the line now. First free throw is good, so he'll get another. 7-point game here. Whitefish Bay trailing by 6 at halftime wouldn't be the worst thing in the world considering the mistakes they made in the first half. They could definitely come out and make a run for themselves in the second half. They haven't yet to have a run, so you could possibly see a Whitefish Bay run in the second half here. But 3 seconds left here. Schoenfeld looking to go 2 for 2 here. He does. So Tosa West, 3 seconds left here. Will we see one again here? Jalen Brown pulls up from half court. Bang! Oh! From half court without a problem. Jalen Brown. 16 points as he heads into the break. He walks off like that was nothing. So we'll head to the break here on Zaleski Sports. Scoring coming up after this on the halftime report.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Back here at halftime from Wauwatosa West High School. 9-point game between the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes and the Wauwatosa West Trojans. Matt Peck, Elijah Vakesalata here. We'll run down some scoring for both teams. First for Whitefish Bay, Mace Miskell with 4. Marcus Webb with 7. Jack Broderson with 1. Matthew Schoenfeld with 5. Colin Julian with 9. That rounds out 26 for Whitefish Bay. For Wauwatosa West, it's Max Gogan with 6. DJ Hennings with 2. Matthew Klosky with 11. Jalen Brown, the leading scorer, with 16. That's the scoring for Wauwatosa West. Yeah, we talk about their the buzzer beater to end the half, basically from the logo. 2 back-to-back games here we've been in this gymnasium. First time it was by Brookfield East, now Jalen Brown without a problem. The funny thing is I talked to you about this during the break. He walked off like it was a normal shot.
Yeah. Well, like I said, though, I mean, I know in a way, like you act like that. That is a really good thing. But the game, they still got 18 more minutes left to play. So I think that's just him keeping his composure, or either he's just trying to look. That's his aura look right there, if you will, right? Well, that's his aura look right there, like the Dame time moment where he just stared him off.
The thing we talk about though is like
nothing happened.
We talked about it here last time we were here, but that buzzer beater before half ended up being the difference maker in the game. Brookfield East, Ron J. Horton made a buzzer beater.
From 3/4 of the floor.
Yeah, he made a buzzer beater, but guess what? Wauwatosa West only ended up losing by 2. So if he would have made that buzzer beater, they would have won. So that could end up being where Whitefish Bay goes on a run, and that buzzer beater before half could be the difference maker. I mean,
could have been only down by 6 at half.
Every shot counts. That's what I always tell everybody. Every shot counts no matter what.
That's why they always say, no matter what, obviously you don't want to foul. Just keep your hands up, though, right? Just get a contest in there. That was like a practice shot right there, but good thing right there. I mean, he was able to get to half court, which half court's definitely a lot easier than a 3/4 of the court shot, but it's still pretty hard to hit. But when you're Jaylen Brown, that's easy to do. A star player like him. It was nothing but net too. That's the thing.
That was the cool part of it. It was nothing but net. But 9-point game here at halftime. Whitefish Bay, I expect to probably see a run out of them in the second half here because, they've been looking for one. They haven't had one yet tonight, and they're a pretty good basketball team. So Wauwatosa West got to be ready for that. But, early on, Wauwatosa West looked impressive. But Whitefish Bay, considering the mistakes they've made, only down 9 points. Could have been 6. Not the worst thing in the world. But here, we'll take a break here, and we'll come back with our upcoming schedule in the second half after this on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, here from Wauwatosa West High School. Matt Peck, Elijah Vankstalata here. We got some fans. Wave if you're on camera. Tell them, if you know any of those people, text them and say, hey, you're just on the Zaleski Sports show. So 9-point game here at halftime. The second half coming back to you here in about 2.5 minutes here. Wauwatosa West looks like they're starting to file out of the locker room. Whitefish Bay I expect to any minute here as well. So expect a big second half here. I'm excited to see what both these teams put together here in the second half. But here's some fans just sitting around enjoying a nice Tuesday night, knowing that the weekend is still far away.
Yeah, not a two-pack gym, but for a weekday game, that's not too big of a surprise.
Happy February, everybody.
First February broadcast for us in 2026. Look at this guy up top just chilling, watching some good hoops. These guys. It's all good down here in the 414.
Yeah, the 414 is always fun to enjoy basketball. We're in the 262 as well, everybody. We're in the 7. We're not in the 715, but the network is based in the 715. Let's talk about it that way. I'm not sure there's any more area codes that this network is in.
Now, speaking of all of that, our upcoming schedule on Thursday, Corey Sparks and Joey Andres, the two new guys in the Milwaukee area, are going to be carrying a second team in the Milwaukee area on Zaleski Sports. We'll be covering Oconomowoc at Oak Creek boys basketball. Both teams kind of been streaky this year, but going to be a fun matchup. That'll be their Zaleski Sports debut. And then on Saturday, 1:30 p.m., Whitefish Bay will be hosting Slinger for a chance, I believe, is a North Shore Conference Championship between those two games. Corey Sparks will have the call and play-by-play for that game. We'll both be in attendance. One of us will be on the mic for color that game, but we'll see. I think that'll be a really good game between Slinger and Whitefish Bay.
I think so too, and that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to see the finish of this game. Excited to see how Oconomowoc and Oak Creek bear out. We'll see Oak Creek for the first time in the Classic 8. We've seen Oconomowoc. The last time we saw them was actually technically we saw them last year at the Fiserv event, but the last time we saw them locally was on 2 years ago, both times versus Kettle Moraine, so to be excited to see them again on the network on Thursday. So it's a heavy week again next week, heavy week the rest of the season before you know it'll be spring season. Then we'll have to work around the nice rain and cold.
The plan too for playoffs here, we're gonna try to get games for both boys and girls for the playoffs. So regional sectionals.
If you're interested in advertisement on the network, email. If you're interested, get your business on the network, csr@zaleskisports.com. If you're interested in advertisement for the network, or mke@zaleskisports.com. Email us. We can hook you up with the right person as well.
I'm not allowed to say the potential sectional teams yet that we might possibly be thinking about.
I think everybody can figure it out.
You think I should?
I think a lot of people know.
Might as well say it. For girls, we're thinking about Pewaukee and Tosa East. And for guys, well, we got a wide range of teams, including Wisconsin Lutheran, West Dallas Central, Slinger Owls that are in attendance today. Tosa West could probably be one of those teams as well.
And Racine Case was talked about as well.
So excited for March Madness once again. And we've had our fair share of good games. I mean, most notably for you, Anthony Bull.
Although I'd love to get in that gymnasium at St. Cat's and Lutheran meet a third time as well in the playoffs.
They're not meeting up in the regionals, though.
Yeah, well, that's the point. That's the perfect part. Play that Case. Matt Peck and Elijah Vanxalata, we'll throw a couple dollar bills together and we'll be there.
Unless Wisconsin Lutheran and West Dallas Central are playing.
Yeah, that's on Saturday, though. These two will meet up
that's true.
Probably on a Thursday. So
because they're lower divisions, which means
same sectional.
Two different like break it up. They chunk up the sections that way, right?
Yep.
I forget that was how it goes.
Same thing here too in Division 2. That's why you don't see Whitefish Bay and Wauwatosa West in the same section. Although Whitefish Bay I think is in a sectional 4, Wauwatosa West in sectional 3. So
they can meet up in the sectional final.
Wauwatosa West in the sectional with Brookfield Central, Milwaukee Lutheran, DeForest, Beaver Dam, Baraboo, those teams out that way.
Where do you think they would play that sectional if these two teams met up?
I'd give Dominican a call. I'm joking.
Brown Deer?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Brown Deer, in my opinion. 3-point shot. It's good. Nice start for the half for Schoenfeld. 3-point shot. It's a 6-point game.
Now we're back where we left off right at halftime, so that three-pointer is pretty much wiped out. We were talking about it. That three-pointer from Jalen Brown from half court might matter at the end.
Yes.
Just like that Ron J. Horton 3 did when Tosa West only lost by 2. Usually when you chuck up a prayer shot, like those are still points at the end of the day, folks.
That's for sure. All right, driving in now. Underneath. Klosky looking to go up with it. Get shovel underneath. No good. Back to Whitefish Bay. This might be the chance for them to go on a little bit of a run here if they can spare some points together here on this end. Webb with the basketball now. He'll drive in. He'll go up with it. No, just can't get over the body. No good. Brown with the rebound and travel. Back to the Blue Dukes.
Coach Fight was screaming in that ref's ear on the bottom, and he got the call right there.
So now a 6-point game. 16:55 left here in the second half. We're just underway here in the second half between Whitefish Bay and Wauwatosa West. Inbounds it now to Broderson. Broderson from the right wing now. Gives it over to Julian. Julian for 3. And no good. Just falls out. Goes out of bounds, but we'll stay with the Blue Dukes.
And one right off of Chambers' fingertips right there. Saw that one pretty clear.
So now, Webb looking to inbound it here. He'll give it into Julian. Julian now from the left wing. Takes it back to the top of the key to Miskell. Now inside. Nice pass underneath to Julian. Toss back outside. Now back to the top of the key. Over to Miskell from the left wing. Whitefish Bay just looking for a path here. This might be their path. He'll pull back for 3. And no good. Just can't fall that time. Back to Wauwatosa West. It's actually going to be a foul call underneath.
I think the momentum of him driving in the paint kind of set the loose ball foul right there on the push on the back. Good call by the refs right there to get that one as he was crashing down for the rebound on the drive, but was almost gave him piggyback right there.
So Henning's now over to the right wing. Pass to the left side now. from the top of the key now. Back to Hennings. Hennings kind of been the pass between those two players right there.
I love it. The Whitefish Bay student section chanting pass every time they pass the ball. They're marking their every move with their dribbles too.
Do they have a notebook for that too?
Hey, you hear that?
Yep. Driving in now, Hennings.
I've never heard a student section do that before.
Learn new things every day. See new things every day. Gogan gives it over now to Hennings. Look at this defense from Whitefish Bay.
Are they going to go shot when they shoot it?
Yeah, they might. Gogan now from the top of the key. Back over to Brown. Look at this defense. They have basically no lane to go up with the ball right now.
But here's the issue. This is the part where no shot clock becomes a factor here because teams can hold the ball as long as they want. And
Brown with the basketball. He'll finally take a chance. He'll try to go up with it. He'll pass it back out. Finds Gogan for three, but right away.
In fact, this has been a minute possession, so this is like that Appleton. I mean, they're not just holding the ball, though. I'll give it to them for that. But they're moving the ball around. They've had the ball since that 16-20 mark, and there it is.
And they end up benefiting from it. In transition with a chance. Miskell. No, Marcus Webb, sorry, that time. 9 points for Webb. Back to a 4-point game now.
They're still staying in that zone defense, but one thing that they've been thriving on is that intensity so far. Everybody staying connected, communicating, being able to switch their spots in their zone spot if needed. Let's see if they can get another one here.
Now from the right wing, here's Gogan for three. No good. Rebound underneath it. Here's a chance for Whitefish Bay to really get in a run here. Yeah, expect a timeout possibly from Chris Neubauer if they get a three-pointer or two-pointer here. Ooh. Broderson gives it back outside. Here's a three-point shot. No good. Whitefish Bay section almost exploded. A little bit higher. That would have been a three-pointer. Gogan now in the corner to Hennings. Hennings from the top of the key.
And here they go. They're going to slow it down again.
Last time Wauwatosa West slowed it down. It did not benefit them. Whitefish Bay playing good defense. Ended up getting a turnover out of it.
About a minute and a half possession last time.
Jalen Brown pulls up. It's good. Huge shot from Jalen Brown.
When in doubt, rely on your star, Jalen Brown, right? That's all it takes when you're playing zone defense. Go to your two stars.
And a foul committed on the bump right there. It's his second foul on Wauwatosa West.
I just got an update on my phone about the Milwaukee Bucks score. I know they're in a tough spot right now, but they're up by 25 against the Chicago Bulls. So this is tough times, but seeing some good things.
And that one's thrown away and stolen. Klosky in transition. Will go up with it. Oh, no good, but obviously the dunk won't count. Nice dunk that time, but won't count.
If they didn't call a foul there, I think he might have got away with the travel right there on the extra gather step.
So Klosky will go to the line.
Oh, no, that was clean, actually.
Klosky with a chance or two.
He had his gather step in time.
First free throw was good. Messiah Chambers will check in.
Yeah, keep in mind, too, I mean, we talked about how, like, this has been the most clean we've seen Tulsa West on the network so far. I mean, they're missing, they're one of their big freshman guards that's been a starter, Bear Collins, with that ankle injury, and they're missing Casey Mangum, a really good defender for this Tulsa West team with his sickness today.
Here's a three-point shot. No good, but nice rebound underneath that time by Webb. Underneath, going up fast. No good that time for Julian. Goes out of bounds, back to Tulsa West.
That was almost perfect spot, perfect time for the rebound. Look at this, Tulsa West going.
Tulsa West going now. Brown gives it in and out of bounds, thrown out of bounds. Nobody was there. Back to Whitefish Bay.
Gogan wasn't ready for the pass that time. Looked like I think Jalen Brown was expecting him to cut to the paint. He just kind of sat there on that left baseline. It happens once in a while, though. Obviously, as a coach, that's a big pet peeve. I know that a lot as well, but.
Exactly. Now back to Julian. Julian from the top of the key. He'll give it outside. Here's a three-point shot, and no good that time from Miskell.
Just can't get that big shot to fall right now for Whitefish Bay.
I feel it's going to come at some point. Just hasn't been able to happen yet. Here's a three-point shot in the corner, and no good. Shot isn't falling for Wauwatosa West right now either.
I'd attack. Yep.
He goes and attacks with it, and that's good that time.
Smart timeout right there.
And that's Marcus Webb for 2. We'll take a timeout here on Zaleski Sports. More basketball after this.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Matt Pack, Elijah Vincelati here from Wauwatosa West High School. 38-33 game. Whitefish Bay only down 5 now. Really made themselves come back into this one.
I think this timeout right here from Coach Fight is just trying to talk over their defensive scheme again. He took one earlier, and it kind of worked out on their zone. Kind of switched it up a little bit. I think mainly what they talk about in those huddles for zone defense is just talk about being able to switch, being able to preach switching at all times is one of the big keys to trying to get back in this game, and it's worked in the second half so far.
Chambers to Hennings. Now from the top of the key, back to Chambers.
Hey, look at that. We already had one guy switch.
Here's deep 3, no good that time from Jalen Brown, and Whitefish Bay can get a shot here and make it a 1-possession game.
Tulsa West team scores 80 points, so credit to his own defense, Peck. They don't, 6 minutes gone by in the second half. They're only at 38. This might be one of the lower scoring games.
Now driving in, up with it, fast and 1! Huge and 1! That is Colin Julian. Up to 11 points on the night.
Faintly see the student section above the scoreboard raising the roof on that one.
So now Julian will go to the line here, have a chance to complete a 3-point play. So Julian, free throw is good.
2-point game.
2-point game just like that. We talked about Whitefish Bay with a chance to go on a run. This might be the moment where we see them on a run.
They've had big wins time in and time out, especially in that North Shore Conference this year. Big wins against Hartford, had a couple big wins against Nicolay, swept them this year. This is a team that won't give up till the end, Peck.
Yeah, exactly.
Also beat Beaver Dam, one of the other big powerhouses in D2 this year. Oh, look at that.
Looking over.
Oh, what a pass.
Here's Gogan for 3. And it's good. Huge 3 for Gogan.
How about that cross-court pass, Matt Peck, from Jalen Brown to read it over, and you have 5 open. Ooh. It's just his ability to play make.
Miskell's pass. Here's a 3-point shot in the corner. No good. That time back to Tulsa West here. A 5-point game.
Gogan again.
And Gogan has a chance.
Ooh.
Pass was over, but a little bit offline, so he had to wait. 3-point opportunity again for Tulsa West. No good that time.
Now you can run it for your Whitefish Bay.
Whitefish Bay going to go fast. Underneath and a foul. That's Matthew Schoenfeld going up with it. He's fouled.
Yeah, Chris Newbauer wants a jump ball on that one.
It's close.
Usually as long as you get the ball, just all ball without the hands, that's a clean play. Let's see if I can see it on our delayed stream. Ooh. I think he might have just got the slap a little bit on the push down.
So Schoenfeld a chance to make this a 3-point game. First free throw is good. This game's going to be one of those games that goes right down to the wire, I fear. Not I fear, but
could be one of those overtime games. You never know.
Yeah. Second free throw was good from
Have we seen an overtime game on Zaleski yet this year?
No, we have not.
Not even at Fiserv. I know we didn't. And even the border battle or Concordia.
No, we never saw them.
This could be a
Actually, take that back. We had DePere versus Nina.
Oh, yeah. Gunnard.
Nina and Ruddles were on the call. But it was produced by a Milwaukee area crew, so I guess we'll count it. And underneath, and we'll count the basket and one. I was waiting for the for sure signal before I said it. Jalen Brown.
The Jalen Brown show tonight, huh?
Up to 20.
Jalen Brown kind of sat on that right corner and then was able to drive through the teeth of this defense. Every time he ducks his head, it's trouble for the other team, right?
Yes.
Couple and ones for him.
Completes the three-point play, and it's a 6-point game.
Brown, from what I remember from the last couple of games, too, he's a really good free throw shooter, so that's a guy you want to put at the line if you're in an and-one situation.
100%. Now for the top of the key.
Seems like Whitefish Base had the answer every time so far in the second half. Let's see what they cook up with.
Looks over now to the left wing. Inside. Nice pass. Going up with it fast. Oh, just missed the rim completely that time. Probably looked like he wasn't sure exactly where the rim was when he did that. Underneath now. Back out to the top of the key. Gogan almost traveled. Some would argue it was a travel. Now back. Hennings to Gogan. Now Jalen Brown spin move. Underneath. He's fouled. Going up with it. So the foul will be on Matthew Schoenfeld. So it'll be on the ground, technically.
I believe Klosky might be in foul trouble right now because they're going to keep him on the bench. Going to get some good run minutes right now for Caden Parker and Roman Long.
Brown inbounds it to Gogan. He had a jump for that one.
Dangerous pass.
Yeah.
Max Gogan only 5'10".
Yeah, almost found himself on the other side of the court on that one. Now back outside. Here's Gogan. Looking. Whitefish Bay played some pretty good defense all night. They're going to call a foul on that one. So Gogan set the inbound again. While Whitefish Bay up to 5 fouls tonight, while Wauwatosa West sits at 4. Now back to the top of the key. In the corner. Here's Gogan for 3. It's good! Max Gogan. He's been key on 3-pointers tonight, up to 12 on the night.
He's a corner specialist so far today. He's hit at least 3 of them in that corner. That's a sweet spot for sure. Really taking a strong place in that starting lineup today.
Underneath, going up with it fast, and that's Jack Broderson. 3 points on the night. It's been quiet, but cuts the lead to 7.
Whitefish Bay hasn't really been, I don't think they've been down by 10 or more tonight so far, so they've been able to hang in there despite this Tosa West small run.
Brown looking for somebody open, finds Gogan. Nice trap from the Whitefish Bay defense that time.
I think the largest lead they actually had was 10 tonight.
Interesting. Yeah, it's been all over the place, that's for sure. Ooh. Brown finding corner inside. Gogan looking back out to now. Just spreading the ball around here, trying to find somebody here. Whitefish Bay, this defense has been spectacular all night. Here's Gogan for 3. No good. Rebounded by Miskell. Whitefish Bay will look to go fast here. Here's a 3-point shot from Webb, and no good. But nice rebound underneath. Webb almost thought about taking another one. Webb will go up from mid-range, and it's good.
Smart right there. Got him the pump fake and got on the drive. Got a couple crossovers and was able to ultimately finish the push shot floater. You got to do those sometimes. I know you don't want to trade 2s for 3s, but when you get a defensive stop, that's always the best move to go for a 2 if you can try to make your defense miss.
Now back to the top of the key. It's Jalen Brown with the basketball. He'll drive in. He'll take it himself up with it. He uses the glass. The bank is open tonight.
Looked like he tried to draw a foul and he threw it up and it still went in. That's just how good of a player he is. He's got to have at least 20 by now, right?
Close the vault because Jalen Brown's coming through at the U.S. Bank.
What is he at?
I got him at 23. Here's a 3-point shot. No good.
Oh, look at that pass now.
Look at this transition offense for Wauwatosa West. No good.
Now if you got
Whitefish Bay has numbers. Will they set their offense? No. Nice pass underneath. Trying to find up with it fast and rims in. That time Jack Lodel. Whistle blows.
DJ Hennings is down.
DJ Hennings is down. That's why the whistle was blown dead.
Oh, no.
It's not good at all.
The leg does not look in a good... Ooh. Oh, that right knee. And just kind of came down hard on it. Hope for the best for him, but we already talked about it, right? They're shorthanded already.
They're shorthanded already, which for many could be scary because many don't have film on them with a full team. But at the same time could hurt them down the run with seeding and find themselves... Because Wauwatosa West is just on that razor thin margin of having a home game at the regional level. They're a 4 seed right now. It would be a home game against Milwaukee Lutheran, but a win against Milwaukee Lutheran would send them to Beaver Dam on a Saturday night game.
It's good to see Hennings start to walk around a little bit back there. It looked scary at first with his knee.
They have Brookfield Central on Thursday night, which is going to be a big game to determine because they're in the same sectional as Brookfield Central. We learned that last year. We had that game on the network in the sectional semi. Big game from Waukesha North last year. Wauwatosa West obviously was part of their state championship run.
Now look at this movement. This is what you could do in that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, nice going up with Jalen Brown. He's blocked.
Man.
Whitefish Bay going to transition on the other end. Nice move up with it. Oh, just puts it short and a foul.
Jalen Brown has hit tough shot after tough shot tonight. They finally gets one to miss.
That will send Lodel to the line here. Lodel with a chance for 2 here. First free throw is good. Uses the backboard and the rim. Uses the backspin, like I used to say.
What is this, football or baseball?
Yeah, he used the curveball, the basketball. There you go. 70 mile per hour curveball.
Got the perfect spiral on the dive from the QB.
Lodel, 2 for 2.
Hey, we were just at it was a 9-point game, and now we're back down to 4. So this is that Whitefish Bay grit we've been talking about, right? Been able to hang in there through the thick and thin. Let's see if Wauwatosa West can respond to that big run for a small run that Whitefish Bay's got going on.
Gogan now to top of the key. Gogan with the basketball. 3-point game here. Almost turned that one over and heard a whistle blow.
They had a foul to give as well.
Yeah, it was going to end up being a foul.
So that won't put him in the bonus just yet. Next foul will put him in the 1-on-1 if it's not a shooting foul, though.
So inbounds it to Jalen Brown here. About 6 minutes remaining in this game. We got a close one here, ladies and gentlemen, from Wauwatosa West High School. Matt Peck, Elijah Vinkslot, proud to bring you the game tonight. And here's a 3 from Gogan. Huge 3, puts him up by 6.
And there it is, Wauwatosa West trying to make a run of their own. If they get a stop here and score, that's just how much of those 5-0 runs we've seen a lot tonight from both teams. Ooh, we thought about the 3. Good defense and trap by Jalen Brown, though. Gogan was ready to help.
Now for the top of the key. Webb with the basketball. Webb puts up a 3, and no good.
Wow, their shots have been off that front rim, huh? Oh, look at that pass.
Gogan in transition goes up, and he's blocked, and a foul. Ooh.
I don't know.
You got it.
Let me see.
Elijah's gonna watch on his phone to see if it was a foul or not, in his opinion. First free throw from Gogan is good. Second free throw is good. Gogan goes 2 for 2. It's an 8-point game now.
Might have just got the smack on that top firearm, but other than that, didn't look like too much contact. So,
okay, Terry McCauley, is it a foul or not?
We'll let the fans be the judge of that. But what am I? Mike Pereira?
Yeah.
Dean Blandino?
Okay, Gene Sterator, was it a foul or no?
Rules expert. According to my calculation. All right, I'm just playing.
All right, here we go. Nice mid-range jumper, no good. Nice rebound underneath, though, for Whitefish Bay.
Ooh, that's foul. Oh, I think he got away with one there. See if they can make him pay with it, though.
Brown now gives it over now.
I don't know. What do you think on that one?
It's close. I mean, I obviously don't have the smallest eyes in the world to see every little hit of the arm, so I can't really make a call on that one unless I actually zoom in with our zoom up. Now Brown from the left wing. Now back to Klosky. Klosky back in the game, meanwhile. We talked about he was in foul trouble earlier, and they pulled him. Now Klosky from the top of the key. He'll drive in. Oh, lost the ball. Huge chance for Whitefish Bay here. Here goes Webb. Webb spitting over to it, and it's going to be an offensive foul.
Look at Newbar just putting his arms up, getting the charge call. That was a perfect set feet that time for Tosa West, and a good way to make a team pay on a fast break opportunity.
So that'll be Stephen Wright set to inbound it after the offensive foul. It's been a nice set for Whitefish Bay with no offensive foul. Let's see. They would have made themselves a 6-point game. Now here's Jalen Brown for the top of the key. Jalen Brown will drive in. He'll go up with it and fouled. A lot of contact on both sides tonight. The foul numbers are quite a bit different here in the, let's just say, in the second half here. Wauwatosa West at 9, Whitefish Bay at 5.
This is a Division II fight for sure, right? I mean,
That's
you can tell these two teams have a lot of the experience in the world and are having a good year for both these teams. Is it crazy to almost say this is Tosa West's version of having a down year coming off of a championship, though? I mean, they're having a good year still. 12-4 is amazing, but seeding-wise, they would be, what, a 4 seed right now?
Yeah, that was last week's projections. The new ones will probably come out tomorrow.
$5 a month at ZaleskiSports.com, Zaleski Sports VIP. This is the time of the year to get it.
Courtesy of our very own Mike Wendland.
Yep. This is for sure the time of the year to get that membership.
Jalen Brown gets a free throw. 1 for 2. Now from the top of the key. Mid-range jumper, no good.
Yeah, said it again. A lot of their missed shots have come off that front rim. Got to get a little bit more arc on that jumpers. Those jumpers.
Now going in with it and a foul again. So the fouls are now doubled for Wauwatosa West compared to Whitefish Bay. Whitefish Bay, 10 fouls in the half. Wauwatosa West, only 5.
I think that's Jalen Brown just doing a really great job at this, with the start he is, getting the opportunity to recognize a chance to go in the paint, try to draw contact. He's been doing that all night long. I think if the game would end now, obviously he would be in the house.
Yes, Jalen Brown up to 25 now, going for 26 on this free throw shot right here.
Don't want to call anything yet because we've seen a lot of stranger things.
Yes. So 11-point game in favor of Tosa West.
A good roll strategy. Save some time.
Now back. Here's a deep 3. Julian for 3. Up to 15 in the night. That's a huge 3. Maybe it'll get Whitefish Bay some momentum they need here. Nice trap. Gives it to Gogan. Gogan now. And let's see what they end up calling here.
Timeout.
Timeout. Wauwatosa West. We'll head to a break. More basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Back here on Zaleski Sports from Wauwatosa West High School. Matt Peck, Elijah Vincelata here. 3.5 minutes remaining in this game from Wauwatosa West. 57-49 in favor of the Trojans. Foul count for both teams here. Whitefish Bay at 10, Wauwatosa West at 5. It's going to be key down the stretch here. It'll be Wauwatosa West basketball coming out of the commercial break here. Klosky going to go up with it. Oh, tried to jam it, but fouled as he goes up with it. And he'll go to the line. Whitefish Bay commits their 11th foul of the night. 11th foul of the half, excuse me.
Now, Klosky not having the best year at the line, only about 65% on the year, but there's 2 pressure cooker free throws for him down the stretch of this game.
right, so 1 for 2 that time for free throws from Klosky. 9-point game here with 3.5 minutes remaining from Wauwatosa West High School. Looked like a little bit of shove underneath. Getting physical out here. Here's a 3-point shot. And just rims out. That's the night it's been for Whitefish Bay. We'll just say that.
It's always my biggest pet peeve.
They've been close.
Even when I'm shooting.
Yeah, they've been close, that's for sure. Several times.
They get a chance to get 2 out of it still, but yeah, that would have been a nice opportunity. Really good find, too.
First free throw was good from Marcus Webb. Excuse me.
The tornado shots are toilet bowl shots, as I call it. It just rims out.
Well,
I like that one.
First free throw, second free throw, rims out.
Now got to continue to play the press here. If not, you got to start fouling soon. You're already in the double bonus. 10 fouls committed for Whitefish Bay. Well, there you go. Good trap.
Underneath. Looks inside. Beautiful pass. Nice.
Oh,
he misses it.
That was an unbelievable find for Brown, though.
Back out. Here's transition offense. Here's for 3. It's good. Huge 3 from Julian.
Tulsa West has got to open that blown layup from Klosky's not going to come back and bite him. Look at Brown go.
Brown underneath and a foul. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that one right there.
Close, that's for sure. So Brown will go to the line.
Yeah, usually when you're moving fast break, though, that's a good call.
Brown's first free throw is good.
Brown's such a good free throw shooter, too, that he's been able to pay it off all night long.
Brown looking to go 2 for 2 right here. And he will. It's back up to 7-point game in favor of Wauwatosa West here.
If you're Whitefish Bay now, try to make it pay a little bit right now and try to get a 3 or something to cut the deficit even more.
Nice move underneath and a foul.
That'll put him in the bonus, too.
So that will send Blue Dukes to the line right here. Down by 7 here with 2.5 minutes remaining. One-on-one chance. First free throw is good from Broderson. Broderson looking to go 2 for 2 right here. Second free throw is good. It's a 5-point game. And that was tipped out of bounds. Back to Tosa West still. Nice defense still that time.
Like Chris Neubauer was like a second or 2 away from calling a timeout right there. Really good press right there.
He sent something that he didn't like, and Whitefish,
now he is.
Whitefish Bay. So timeout Wauwatosa West. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Back here on Zaleski Sports from Whitefish, from Wauwatosa West High School. 5-point game in favor of the Wauwatosa West Trojans. Whitefish Bay definitely not out of it yet. 2.5 minutes remaining in this game.
Yeah, both these teams for sure really playing hard to the end. Is this a technical?
Wait a minute. What? Yeah, we might have had a technical here. Hang on. Yes, we got a technical. I had no clue. So 2 for 2 so far for Gogan. And yeah, Ryan Feit's yelling with the refs, or talking to the refs, so definitely was a technical.
He's livid at his bench right now too. So well, now he's taking a seat. So maybe that might be on him.
Yeah.
Might have been something he said in the timeout.
So now Brown gives it over. Here's a 3-point shot. No good. Back to Whitefish Bay here. Down 7 here. About 2 minutes remaining here. Definitely not out of it yet. Underneath. Here's a 3-point shot. No good. Just short. Brown with the rebound. Brown will take it. Now over to the top of the key near the left wing. Minute 45 remaining here in this game. Close one. Oh, it's stolen almost. And Klosky has it stolen. Here we go. Huge opportunity for Whitefish Bay. Goes up with it. Broderson. 5-point game. Minute and a half remaining here. Look at this defense right here. Now back, almost, almost, wow. Almost would have been a steal. It ends up being a foul.
I think maybe a little bit of contact right there on the shoulder. Trying to get him off the screen. They're going to call that one. Is that Roman long end in the line?
Yep.
2 free throws.
Stephen Wright to the line. Stephen Wright's first free throw is good. Whitefish Bay, just for a little, maybe a little bit less contact right there. Could have had another steal.
They were able to get that steal the first time.
Yeah.
Now they got to try to hit a 3 here or something. Now they're going to roll it.
Definitely need something right here. Misko now back. Misko will take it up. He'll go up with it, and it's good. He uses the bank. Up to 6 points, Misko in the night, 5-point game.
Most part of the game, got to be able to try to get something off the press.
Klosky open. Nice spread in the ball moving.
They wanted to travel, but.
Now to the left wing, inside. Brown gonna go up with it. Oh, he missed it! And a chance for Whitefish Bay right here.
What did you say, Beck? You guys got to go for the layup.
From the 3-point shot. Oh, no good. It's gonna go out and to Tosa West. Oh my goodness. Wow, and everybody on the Whitefish Bay side just livid. And a technical foul has been afforded. Wow.
We got to get this one on.
Oh my goodness, just a mess in this gymnasium right now.
Yeah, the coach has got to chill out.
Oh, he's been ejected. Assistant coach of the Whitefish Bay has just been ejected.
Oh, Matt Beck. I don't think I've seen this. We've never seen this before, right? A coach get ejected.
Max Gogan's first free throw. Wow, what a game.
It's not Steve. It's not Fight that got ejected, but man.
And a timeout has been called. What do we want to do?
We'll take a game break.
We'll take a break. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Back here on Zaleski Sports from Wauwatosa West High School, Matt Peck, Elijah Pixelata here. 66-59, assistant coach Whitefish Bay was just ejected during the last sequence as there was two technical fouls awarded to him. I believe it's the third technical foul on Whitefish Bay tonight. So
got to give it up for one of the things with getting all the fouls for drawn for Tosa West. Got to give credit to them and tip your cap to them with them hitting their free throws tonight.
Roman Long's first free throw is good. It's his first point of the night, too. Extends the lead by 8.
This might be I almost might say this might be the win of the year for Tosa West if they can hold on. Ooh.
And free throw is missed. And a foul underneath. It'll go back to Whitefish Bay with 40 seconds remaining here.
You got 3 here. If you get one quick, it's not completely over yet, but I would try to call a timeout. You got 2 of them left if you're Whitefish Bay right away if you had a 3.
And I believe, if I remember correctly, Whitefish Bay's assistant will have to sit out the game on Saturday or part of it due to being ejected. If that's, I'm not sure. I have to make sure. Is that their next game or do they have a game before that?
Let me check.
Because I think if you get ejected in high school, you have to sit out either first half of the next game or actually maybe the whole game too as well. First free throw was good from Broderson. Second free throw was good. So a 6-point game here, 40 seconds left. Whitefish Bay definitely not done yet. Nice long pass. See, that's a long pass. Some of those are dangerous sometimes. You can't catch up to it in a foul underneath. It'll be technically on the ground. But
Their next game is against Slinger.
so, yeah, that'll be interesting to see when we're there on Saturday if the assistant coach of Whitefish Bay's out there or is he going to have to sit out.
Who knows? Maybe their assistant coach is tuning in on Zaleski Sports right now.
Yeah.
You never know.
Or else he's on the huddle stream. One of the two probably wants to know the game's ending. Or else he's maybe standing in the corner watching the game. Free throw is good from Jalen Brown.
A lot of drama in our time, both times here so far this season, right? with
Yes.
both games.
Brown goes 2 for 2.
That's the thing you gotta love about sports, though. Always drama filled. Always the best part of the game. Never know what happens next. You gotta shoot it.
Yeah, he's got to shoot it. Takes a shot. And good! Timeout, Ryan Fight. Broderson hits 3. It's a 5-point game here with 24. We'll stay. Yep. So a 5-point game here. Like I said, you never know. Force a couple turnovers. Get yourself back in it. Only down 5 here with 24 seconds left. We've seen comebacks before.
This would be a remarkable comeback if they were able to finish this one off.
Yeah, it's
Obviously not completely over yet, but
frustrating night for Whitefish Bay. Obviously, like you said, a lot of shots weren't able to fall. Obviously, had assistant coach ejected a couple minutes ago. 2 or 3 technical fouls on the team already. So, I mean, it's been a frustrating night. But sometimes it's just not, sometimes calls aren't going your way and you just I can't say if I wasn't a basketball coach, I wouldn't have done the same thing. Because it's tough. This is a tough sport to coach in. So now a 5-point game. It'll be Tosa West basketball. But
About Jalen Brown today, though, his ability to attack the paint, create some shots for his teammates. He made a couple big flashy passes, and more importantly, with the fouls, he's been able to hit all his free throws tonight.
Yep, so Klosky will inbound it to Jalen Brown. Brown will bring it up court here. Oh, and foul. The ball technically goes out of bounds. Ooh, Jalen Brown thought he was down for a minute, but he gets back up. So 20 seconds left. He'll head to the line. Jalen Brown will go to the line for 2 shots, 20 seconds left here. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming after this. Interview with a winning head coach and a player. If Wauwatosa West hangs on, it'll be Jalen Brown.
What is he at right now?
30. Well, now 31.
Him and Klosky go back and forth, switching who can go off on any night. Tonight has been Jalen Brown, and that's been why they're still such a good team after losing one of their star shooters in Jake Hansen.
2 for 2 from Jalen Brown. Whitefish Bay will go fast to the other end now.
Yeah, shoot it.
You guys just shoot it, put it up. No good. Rebounded underneath. And he'll just take it to the rim. Puts it up that time is Stephen Wright. 5 seconds remain in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, Wauwatosa West is going to take this one here tonight. 73-64. Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into produce.
Back here on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Looks like we got the whole Trojan squad joining us here.
Well, we support each other, so if they're going to interview Jalen.
Yeah, perfect. So, Coach, just tell me about how you got it done tonight. Tough Whitefish Bay team coming into town tonight. Just tell me about the keys to tonight's win.
I thought that our team was well prepared, and they executed really well. I thought we were good on the defensive end. That team has 4 really, really good guards, and I thought we did a nice job of containing them so they didn't go get off on us. And I also thought we were very patient on the zone. I thought we executed really well against their zone defense.
Coach, you got Brookfield Central on Thursday. A tough game, big conference implications. They're in your sectional. You're a 4 seed right now, according to our math. You know, these big games down the stretches. Tell me about you're going to take some keys from tonight's victory into Brookfield Central.
Well, they got the big dude, Gritzmacher, and that poses a different challenge for us when we play them. So we'll figure something out when we see them. You know, they beat us pretty good here. I mean, that was the one game this year I thought that we got our butts kicked, and we'll see what happens Thursday.
Right. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Now here with our highlight house player of the game, Jalen Brown. Jalen, just tell me tonight, 32 points, got a great team behind you. Just tell me about how you guys got it done.
Yeah, man, we just came out here. We know we did it. It was a must-win. We had to come out here and win tonight. So we just came out, played hard, and we got the dub.
Same thing I told Coach, you're a 4 seed right now in our math predictions. You got Brookfield Central on Thursday, a big conference game like Coach just said. They beat you kind of good here last time. Just tell me what's going to take from this game tonight to carry over to the next game.
Yeah, how hard we came out and played against them. We bring in that same intensity, if not more, against Brookfield Central. We know that's a must-win as well. And we lost to them by a lot last time. Trust me, we coming back for them.
Okay. So you're going to take the mic? Sure you know what to do? You remember? Yeah, take the mic. You're going to look right up there. You got your whole team.
Hey, it's Wauwatosa, and we in the house. Oh. Whoa. Hey, I'm Jalen Brown, and we in the house.
So there's the victorious Trojans. They take the victory 73-64 over Whitefish Bay tonight. We'll be back with 2 more games this week here on Zaleski Sports. Full schedule on ZaleskiSports.com. Matt Peck signing off. Have a good night.